Hey everyone, welcome back to part 4 of our Django e-commerce series. In this episode, we are diving into one of the most important aspects of any online store, that is product models. We'll be covering how to structure the data for your products, categories, variations, and image galleries. If you are just joining us, be sure to check out the previous parts of the series where we set up the project, configured the settings, and integrated Tailwind CSS. By the end of this video, you will have a fully functioning product model system that allows you to manage category, product variation, and product galleries, all of which are essential for building a flexible e-commerce website. So let us get started. First thing we need to do is to create an app, Django admin startup. Django admin startup, let's create an app called products. Once you create an app called products, you need to add it inside our installed apps equal product. You need to add it inside this app list, installed app list. Once we do that, the next thing we need to do is go to the newly created app and then to the models. Now here is where we will define our models, and the first model will be category. So let's define category model, this class category, and then it inherits from models.model. And then let's define the fields in this category. We'll have category name. Where you define a character field, you must also pass in the max length of that characters. So let's say 255. And then let's have another one called slug. This one will take a slug field input. So it will be models.slug field. Then we want this slug field to be unique. So we'll say unique. We don't want to have two category names that are the same. And then let's as well define our class meta. When our class meta shall have verbose name. Verbose name equals to product category. These are the names that we want to be seen in our admin interface. And then let's have the plural of the word category. Verbose name plural equals to product categories. And then let's index our model. So indexes equals to let's open a list, and then models.index, and then let's define our fields that we want to index. So it will be we want to index of this model using ID and slug. Once we are through with that, we also need to define our string method, string, and then let's return self dot category name. So let us go through what we have done so far. Created a model called category, which represents the different product categories in your e-commerce site will have. So your e-commerce site might have different categories of products such as electronics, clothing, accessories. And then we defined a field called category name. This stores the name of the category, and we have a slug. There is a URL friendly version of the category name. This is used in URLs to identify each category. And then in our class meta, we also added some extra configurations. So like verbose name plural. This is used to display the model name in Django admin as product category instead of the categories with RYS. And then we also added indexes. In the model, we indexed our model on ID and slug for faster querying. Okay, and then we added this string so that it can return a human readable object. The next model that we want to to do. Let's do product model itself now. So let's define class and then say product. We'll have will inherit from models.model. And then the first field we need to have is product name, which will take character field as well. And then we define max length, it's 255. Then let's have a slug, which will take slug field. We want this slug field to be unique. So we can as well define the max length of this slug and say unique equals to true. And then we need to have a description of the product. This one will take a text field. So models dot text field. Okay, and then let's have the price of the product. Take a decimal field, and then let's pass some row max digits to 10, maximum of 10 digits, and then define the decimal places to be 2. And then let's have a discount type, so max length, and then we shall have choices of that discount because you may want to give your customers a discount in terms of percentage or a fixed amount. So let's define the choices of which type of discount are you giving your customers. So I will create the choices for discount type. Then let me open the tuples. Let's have the first type to be amount. The second one will be percentage. Now, inside our field discount type, let's pass in the choices. So say choices equals to discount type, the choices that we just created. And let this field be optional. So we'll say blank equals to true, shall have null equals to true. Can as well add help text option. Next, we want to add a field, now the discount itself. Once you choose your discount type, now the amount, where you input the amount that you are giving as a discount. So equals to models dot. This one will take a decimal field. Let's define the max digits to 10. And then let's define the decimal places. This as well is optional. So we will add, we say blank equals to true, null equals to true. Text equals to, let's say, optional. The next field we need to add is the category. We need to categorize this product to a certain category. So this one will be a foreign field. Foreign key will be the category. We had created the category model early. And then let's have on the lead to be models dot cascade. So this means that if the category is deleted, as well the products under that categories are deleted as well. Let's give it a related name to make it unique. Related name products. And then let's have image. So it's equals to models dot image field. We need to add the image of the product image field, and then we need to define the upload to where to upload it to, and let's say product images. Okay, and for image to work, okay, let's continue first, and then we'll come back and configure our Django to handle images. So let's move on to stock. We need to have the stock. Then we have models. This will be a positive integer. positive integer field. Okay. And then let's define available, which will be a Boolean field. Available, which will be models dot Boolean field. Okay, and say default one is true. Default equals to true. And then let's track the timestamp of this product creation. So it will be created equals to models dot date time field, and say auto now add, which will be true. And then let's as well track the timestamp in which this product was updated. So we shall have updated equals to models dot date time field. But in this one we shall use auto now. So it will be auto now equals to true. Okay. After that, let's define our class in meta. So class meta, let's define the plural of our model. So variables name plural equals to products. And then let's have an ordering, order our products in our admin based on the time they were created. I've added this negative or minus sign before created field. That means it will be in a descending order. The first one to be created, the latest to be created, to be at the top of the list. And then let's index our model. So indexes equals to models.index, and then let's define our fields. So we'll use ID and flag as well. So, and then lastly, let's define our string method. It will be def string self, and then let's return self dot product name, self dot product name. So basically, this is our product model. Before I explain what we have just done, let's configure our Django so that it can handle image. Remember, we are using image. So for Django to handle images, we need to install a library called Pillow. So let's clear and then say pip install Pillow. Once you have installed Pillow, I had already installed Pillow. Then we need to go back to our base .py settings. Remember, we had separated our settings. We had production settings and development settings. So if you missed this part, please go back and check it out. I will leave the link to the playlist in the description. So, and then go back to your base.py. In static configurations, we had media root. Okay, this one should be media root, should be URL. This is a mistake I did here. So URL. So it should be media URL, media, and then for these uploaded images to be seen in our site, so we had to configure the static, and then for the media we need to add this is in our setting in our project URL. So ensure that you have added this in your project URL, this line here. Okay. So that whenever you upload, Django will look the location of that image and then display it in the website. Right. Once we have done that, let me now explain what we have done in our product model. Okay. So in product model, the product model is at the heart of any e-commerce site. It represents each product with its name, description, price, category, stock, and more. So we created discount types. We defined the choices for discount types, either fixed amount or a percentage. We had product name, slug, product name. We had a product name, slug, and description as well. These fields are self-explanatory, defining the product's core details. And then we had a category. Category is one. So this is a foreign key linking the product to a specific category, helping to organize product by type. And then we have an image. We will use Cloudinary later on to store main product images. For now, we are using Pillow. And then we have the stock. This field tracks how many units of the product are available. And then we have available field. Boolean that marks whether the product is in stock or not. And then we have created and updated. These fields track when the product was added and when it was last updated. So the next model that we need to create, let's create another model, and then this model will be variation category because we will have variations. Some products have variations. For example, you have a shoe which is red and size, the same size but different colors, or same colors, different sizes. Okay, that is what we mean variation. We need to have a mechanism on how to handle variation in our e-commerce site. So let's create that model. We'll say class variation category, variation category inherits from models dot model name of that variation. Let's have name equals to models dot fields. Then we define max length, say 100, and we want this variation name to be unique. So we have to say unique equals to true. We don't want to have, for example, we have a variation name of size, and then we have another one size. So we want these names to be unique. And then let's have display name. This is a name that will be shown in our site. So display name equals to models dot character field, max length be 100 as well, and then let's track the time it was created. So created equals to models dot date time field, and then let's say auto now add equals to true. Okay, let's as well index this model. Let's define our class meta. Okay, let's have verbose name, and have variation category. This is how we want our name to be seen in our admin interface. So variation category, and let's have the plural of that name. So let's have verbose name plural, equals to variation categories. variation categories. Okay, and then let us index our model. So indexes equals to the list and say models dot index. Let's index. Let's choose the fields that we want to index with. We say we want to index our ID and name. Okay. Lastly, let's define our string method. So the string will be self, and then let us return self dot name. Okay, self.name. Okay. So for the variation category model, what we have done into the same thing that we have done. So variation category model represents categories of variations. For instance, you may have variations for size, that is small, medium, large, or color, red, blue, green. Then we have the name, the system-friendly name for the variation category, and then we have display name, the user-friendly name that will appear on the website, and we have the created field, a timestamp to track when the variation category was created. Okay. As well, the model uses indexes for better performance and has a custom setting for Django admin. Okay, these ones. And then now let us create another model called variation itself now. So let's go back to our models and then add another model. So let's say class variation. So we inherit from models.model, and then we have the product. We want this variation to be linked to a specific product. So we have models. It will be a foreign key, and then we shall have the product itself. Then add this on the list. On the list will be models.cascade. This is basically to say, like, if the product is deleted, variations of that product are as well deleted. Okay. Let me add the related name to make it unique. Related name to be variations. And then let's have a variation category. Variation category, this one will be as well a foreign key. Variation category, the models dot foreign key, and then let's pass in the foreign key, which is the variation category. And then let's add on the list shall have models.cascade. Models.cascade. Okay, and let us have related name as well. Related name, variation category. B, let me say C variations. Okay, C variations. Then let's have another. Let's now create a variation value field. And then this one will take a character field. So we dot character field. Let's spend max length be 100, and then let's have a boolean is active. Let's call it is active, and then models dot is a boolean field, and say default one is true. Okay, and now let's track the time of creation. So created equals to models dot time field. So auto now add equals to true. Let's define our class meta. Say class meta, say verbose name equals to not variations. Then let's have the plural of the same. So verbose name plural equals to variations. And let us index our model. So indexes is equals to let's open a list, and then models dot index model dot index. Let's choose our fields. Let's index the ID and then the variation category. So variation category. And lastly, let's define our string method. Let it return cell dot variation value, and as well let us return self dot variation category. So let us understand what we have done here as variation. So the variation model links a product to a specific variation such as size or color. We have the product, a foreign key that links the variation to a specific product. We have a variation category, foreign key linking to the variation category, defining the type of variation, e.g. color or size. And then we have the variation value, the specific value for the variation, such as red for color or large for size. Then we have with active field. The active field, this is a Boolean field, allows you to enable on or disable variations, which is helpful if a certain color or size is out of stock. And then we have created a timestamp to track when the variation was created. And then the last product model that we want to add is product gallery. This one will help us to upload images of the same product that have different angles of the product. Okay, so let's have class product gallery inherits from models.model. Let's have the product. This will be a foreign key, so models dot foreign key, and then have the product, and then have one delete that will be models dot cascade. cascade, meaning that if the product is deleted, as well as that product gallery is as well deleted. So let us have related now equals to gallery, gallery, and then let have image, let's have models dot image field models dot image field. Then you have to specify where these image will be uploaded to. Say product, we say gallery. Okay, and then have class meta variables name to have product gallery. You don't let have the plural in the variables name plural will be product gallery. Then let us define our string method. So the string, these are double underscores, then text itself. Then let us return self dot product dot product name. And now to explain what we have done in this model. So the product gallery model allows you to attach multiple images to a product, which is especially useful for displaying different views or angles of a product. Then we have the product field, a foreign key linking each gallery image to a product. And then we have the image itself, the product image stored. Okay. So this model enables an e-commerce site to provide more visual details for each product, improving the user experience. Once you have created your products, let us now make migrations to say Python manage.py, make migrations, no module names page. Okay, let's go back to our base, install the apps. I forgot to add this comma right there. Then let us now run the command again. So this command is basically to stage the changes that have been made. No module named products. But let me see. Product, okay, it's capped. It is in capital letter. Sorry for that, it's not in capital letters. So let's now stage the changes to our database. Variables name, plural. So let's go back and fix that. Class meta got invalid attributes, verbose name plural. Okay, in variation. So line 61, I think we made a mistake. So line 61, verbose name variation. Let us remove this. Let's try again to run migrations. Here, let's make migrations. Okay, there is an issue again. Field name must not contain. It's okay. Where are these errors coming from? Let's go back to the product. Okay, we have this display name. it has double underscores. It should have a single underscore. Okay. Now let us run the make migration again. Perfect. So we have made migrations. The next thing we need to do, let's now apply those migrations to our database. So Python manage.py migrate. Yes, so it has migrated. Then let me run the server. .py run server. And let's go to our browser. 7admin. So for us to access our admin interface, let us create a super user. So let me kill the server and then let's create super user. So maybe Python manage.py create super user. We have username admin, then email. Let me input my email. Welcome@gmail.com. Then let's have our password. Repeat that password again. Now let us run the server. Let's now try to log into our admin interface. So we'll use the username we used and the password we used to create our super user. So you can see we have managed, but our models have not reflected. So we have to register them in our admin file. Okay. So to ensure that we are registered, go to the app, which is product, and then in admin file, admin.py, is where we will register our models. So first of all, we need to import them. So from models import, we have category, we have product, we have variation category, we have variation, and then lastly we have product gallery. So these are the models we created in our models.py file. And now let us register them. Admin dot sites dot register. Admin.site.register. Let's register our first model, which is category. If I go back to our admin and refresh, you will see that we have registered product category. Okay, and then we do the same to all categories. So admin dot let me just copy this, Control C, and paste it. Paste that, and then let me register a product model. Product. Do the same thing and register variation category. And do the same thing to register variation model, and lastly register product gallery. Product gallery. Okay. So once we have registered all of our models, now let me run server again. Let's go back to our site, refresh. You can see all our models have been registered. So you can create the product category, create one, and say category, let's say footwear. We have a slug. You can see product galleries. We will link to products that have been created and image. We have variations. We'll see a link to the variation category. And then we have variations category. See, yes. And that is the breakdown of our project models. With these models in place, you will have a robust system for managing product data, categories, variations, and galleries, giving you the flexibility to handle a wide variety of products. If you missed any of these of the previous episodes, make sure to check those out as they lay the groundwork for this part. In the next episode, we'll dive into displaying products on the front end, so stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up. If you have any queries, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. See you in the next video.